Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Kalimullah Sumro, MPhil Scholar Education. Today I am here with an important presentation on a broad topic of philosophy, existentialism. Now let's have a quick look of the contents of my presentation. That is, we will define the existentialism first, and then the belief of famous existentialist and the metaphysical position and epistemological position, axiological position, and existentialism in education, the aims of education, curriculum, teaching methods, role of a teacher, discipline, school, strength, merits of it, and weaknesses of existentialism. Now, let's see what existentialism really is. So, a philosophy that deals with human freedom and choice means it is about liberty and one selection of materials, and it is the study of the problems of human existence, and it is a way of thinking and believing that focuses on the purpose of the people's presence, that why we are here, and it is about the individual's creation and meaning and the sense of their love, the way they think, their feelings, their experiences, and their action also, how they act. Now you can see here Soren Kierkegaard. He is actually the founder of this theory, the philosophy, and we can say a movement. So the theory of existentialism was started by a Danish philosopher Soren Kierkegaard in 1813 to 1855. He was the man who used the term existence as an ideal or what of being, and that is unique to every human being. And the question is not what am I to believe, but it is about what am I to do. So let's talk about the various existentialists and their beliefs and their faith. So most of them believe that it is impossible to know everything in the world. So nobody has fullest knowledge of the world, and they are more concerned about themselves with the problems human face and the place of human in this universe. So there are many challenges faced by the human bodies. So they believe about this, and they feel that humans are what they mold themselves to be. So, what a human being wanted to make himself, he can make himself like that way. So, this is the best way to learn is through the personal insight, your own ways, your own opinion, own thinking, feelings. So, this is the concept of most of the existentialists. Now, we have the metaphysical foundation of existentialism says the reality is subjective with existence and preceding sense, and existence creates a sense also. There is no human nature, and the people exist, and each creates his or her own essence. Each individual is unique, no one is like another one. A person's behavior cannot be compared to someone else. Everyone has his own attitude, And then the reality through personal choice. Each person chooses their own way, their own courses, and creates the meaning of his or her own presence. Now, epistemology of existentialism, that individual is responsible for concerting her own knowledge, means we learn from our own experience and ideas. Validity of knowledge is determined by the values and the meaning to individual he takes. Knowledge is mainly gained through experience in our everyday lives. And knowing is to make personal choices and to choose or appropriate what I want to know means people gain only such kind of information in which they are interested. Now, if you'll see the epistemological position of existentialism, values should be freely chosen. Everyone has liberty, personal freedom, and individual responsibility and subjectivity. And there is no universal or rational judgment between right and wrong. To do good is to act in good faith, and to do bad is to act in bad faith. Here we have the aim of education, that is, to help students understand and encourage themselves as unique individuals who accept complete responsibility of their thoughts, feelings, and actions, and to educate the whole person, not just only the minds, and to help an individual to live a meaningful life and to be self determined. Curriculum. So, the curriculum should address the questions of human existence, relationships, and understanding of success and failure. Content is focused on learner teacher relationship and relationships with historical individuals who demonstrate some possible actions and choices for learners to model their own life after. The teaching methods. So, main focus is on individuals' creativity and imaginations. In history, it provides some possible models for the people. Other methods used in this are dialogues methods, learner centered methods, and developing positive self concept, and scientific methods, case studies, question answer methods, and small group discussion is also a way of teaching in existentialism. Now we will discuss the role of the teacher. Guide people to explain their own essence. Create an environment in which they freely choose their own way of life. Interact with each student openly and honestly. Help the individual identify and know themselves better. So, that is the role of a teacher who can change and mold the life of the students. Now, discipline. An individual is responsible for the consequences of his or her own choices. Everything will happen to him in the result of his actions. Adolescents must be punished if he or she may found guilty in the class. And the teacher encourage students to work hard till he or she knows the subject matter well and they have the command of that subject. A teacher needs to assist and guide each student in every aspect of learning. And one must be responsible for the freedom of the pupil. Now let's have a concept of the school. So let students to be themselves and what they want to do or what they don't want to do. And students are responsible and accountable for their own learning. Most of them, mostly. And the school students are taught like adults, no matter is their age. Give them opportunity to choose their own learning. They should have to select their subject matters. Now we will see some strengths or the merits of existentialism. So there must be a mutual respect between teacher and student and encourage the responsibility. Help people answer the questions that who am I? And encourage individuality and acknowledge no two children are alike. Everyone has their own individuality. Everyone is unique. Self knowledge and freedom also. The merits of existentialism. Now we will see some of the weaknesses or demerits of existentialism. It is hard to choose your own existence when we are dependent on outside factors. We are not totally ourselves. We ought to be what other things us to be like. So we are dependent mostly on others. They want us to be, we will behave the same. It is very difficult to implement in today's modern classroom. It is one of the truest factors and the weakness of this demerits of existentialism. So hope you will enjoyed and understood this. Thank you, everyone. Thanks a lot.